And welcome to another RSR. Tonight we're reviewing Forge FC 1, Chivas Guadalajara 3 in the CONCACAF Champions Cup Round 1, Leg 1. Forge FC 1, Chivas Guadalajara 3 en la Concachampions de la CONCACAF Primera ronda. Partido Ida. Forge just didn't have it tonight. They didn't have it tonight. They made 3 defensive mistakes, and they paid for every single one of them. They paid for every single one of those defensive mistakes as the night went on. And they got stretched tight, or stretched thin, I should say, 3 times. 26th minute, Kabak gets the ball played into him. Top, above the penalty spot, takes a shot, puts it top bins to make it 0-1. 0-1. Terran Campbell, a couple of minutes later, 32nd minute, Tristan Borges plays the ball in, lofts it over, and gets it to Terran Campbell, who puts away the cross to make it 1-1. 1-1, and Forge are looking okay at this point. They look like they could do this. They could play well. They could push forward and get this going. But in the end, so far, 45+1 in stoppage time. Ricardo Marin gets a header, puts it into the net past Colongo to make it 1-2. 1-2, so that's the way we go into half. 1-2. Miro tiempo, 1-2. And Chivas rightfully has the lead the way they played. Rightfully does have the lead, but Forge played well over the first half. I think it should have been a draw, to be honest. But in the end, still a lead for Chivas, and they would extend it. In the 63rd minute, Kabak gets the ball once again. Wide, has a great shot, puts it through the legs of Colongo. The defense was stretched way too thin there. Kabak pops it in, makes it 1-3. 1-3. That's the way it would end. 1-3. 1-3. Ganar Chivas. Chivas wins. Rightfully so. That second half, until Chivas scored, was all Chivas. And then Forge chose to wave the white flag. And Chivas pushed their foot off the accelerator. And it ended the way it did. Stats are as follows. 9 shots to 13. 3 shots on goal to 7. 48% possession to 52% possession. 551 passes to 589 passes. 88% pass accuracy to 86% pass accuracy. 12 fouls to 11. 1 offside to 3. 1 yellow card to 1. 0 red cards to 0. 3 corners to 3. Forge in this game, first half, they didn't look too bad. That's the thing. They didn't look too bad in the first half. Their defense allowed all 3 goals, as in their defense got stretched thin 3 times by Chivas. Other than that, Forge played pretty well. They got a goal. They had some good offensive plays, especially in that first half. But in the end, defensively, they got stretched 3 times. And that's exactly what did it. They got stretched 3 times, and that's why they lost. Chivas, even with a C team, still had more quality than Forge. And the way Forge played, they got set into positions where Forge could easily get ripped apart. Chivas found a way to open up those spaces. And that's exactly why they won the game. Chivas found a way to open up the spaces on Forge that they allowed to have. And losing players like Rezart Rama was not a good thing. Losing players like Mandrecker James, turns out, not a good thing. Losing players like Abubakar Sissoko, not a good thing. Not able to have a guy like Elaman Cisse playing yet because his visa isn't in. Not a good thing. Not having Tristan Henry, for whatever reason it is, whether it's actually personal reasons or whoever said that Forge is lying is correct. Either way, not having Tristan Henry, turns out he probably would have made at least 1 save on those 3 goals, if not 2 of them, in my book. I think 2 of those were savable. But again, Forge just, the firepower wasn't there. Once they went down the second time, they basically gave up. And then once they gave up another, they were like, you know what? Live to fight another day. And I don't like that. I don't like that. The fact that Forge were like, you know what? We'll live to fight another day. Why are you happy to be there? Like, yeah, you should be happier in the Champions Cup. Yes, but I mean, like, you're acting like you're just happy to be there. You're not here to win. And the way Bobby talked in his press conference was basically an admittance to they were happy to be there. If they lost, they lost. So be it. And I don't like that. To me, they should have played like, yeah, we can cause an upset. I mean, look what Esteli did to America. We're better than Esteli. And Chivas isn't as good as America. We can do it. Turns out no. Turns out no. And here's my thing, right? Cade Cowell had an amazing game. I got to say, Cade Cowell is him. Cade Cowell is him. He wasn't him at the Earthquakes. But with Chivas now, he's carrying. Chivas, Cade Cowell is a brand new man. He is awesome. He is him. He's came into his own as soon as he got that move. Cade Cowell is him. Trust me. Like, he's damn good. Especially with Chivas, he's good. Like, he did show moments against or with the Earthquakes, but he's him. Cade Cowell's man of the match. 2 goals, good game, burned Forge to a crisp. Yeah, I was worried about that. I was like, yeah, if Chivas scores, it's going to be Cade Cowell. Who else? He scored 2 of their 3 goals. I'm not surprised. Man of the match is Cade Cowell. Forge, on the other hand, I'm just disappointed, you know. I expected better. And I shouldn't have. I guess it wasn't realistic. But I expected better out of Forge. And they played like they weren't ready. They didn't believe in themselves. They were just happy to be there. They didn't play like the Forge who's hungry to win games. Who's hungry to make magic. They did not play like that Forge team. And I'm very disappointed in them for that. Because I expected more out of Forge. I just did. And you know what? Chivas are a good team. I'm not saying they aren't. They are better than I expected them to be. They are better than they have been the past couple of weeks. And they've overcame the clown show that they were in at the end of 2023. I have to say that. Forge thought they were in a good position when they got the draw. But turns out, no. Forge just didn't have it tonight. They just didn't have it. Heart, soul, fight, they didn't really have it. And you hate to see it. Tristan Borges probably was Forge's best player. Because of course he was. And yeah, I mean, I hate the result. I hate that Forge lost, especially at home. I expected better out of them. Bobby Smirniotis got out-coached by Fernando Gago. Chivas, defensively, were just... They pressed. I mean, their counter-pressing was amazing. Like, defensively... The reason they didn't have to do much is because they were counter-pressing like a mug. I mean, they were counter-pressing heavy. They were awesome on the counter-press. And that's exactly what was the situation in this game. They were good at counter-pressing. They did what they needed to do. And they found a way to win. They were better because they were heavily counter-pressing. They were causing the defense to get strung, get fanned out, and they always found a way to find a goal or find a moment. And hey, that's life. That's football. And you know what? Good for Forge, or good for Chivas, I should say. Good for Chivas. They were the better team, especially in the second half. First half, they did what they needed to do. Second half, they were the better team until Forge chose to just take the foot off the gas, and they said, you know what, or wave the white flag, and Chivas took the foot off the gas. They're like, you know what, truce, sure. And that was basically it. And I hated how this game went down. Like, I expected Forge to at least fight till 90 minutes. They didn't. They didn't. And that's just what hurts. Forge did it to themselves tonight, let me tell you. With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send super chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put us to play. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I shall see you on Saturday. We'll have Thursday and Friday off on this channel. I'll see you on Saturday for a live watch. Not a live watch along. My predictions for the Super Bowl. And then we'll review the Super Bowl on Sunday. So, there you go. No live watch alongs till Tuesday. next Tuesday. Like next week Tuesday. You know what I mean. But there you go. So I'll see you on Saturday. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See ya. GG's, Chivas. Forge. Sad. Peace.